The last set of brushes are the concealer and corrector brushes, although how you use them is up to you. They're fairly flexible. Now, this one is from the Studio Series, Luna Series, Basic Series, Italian Badger, and another Studio Series. Now, of the 5, these two and these two are fairly similar to each other. These, actually, they're fairly similar between all 4 of them. As you can see, they're the bristle. They have almost the same bristle height and width, although these are fluffier and thicker across than these. These two are also much stiffer. They're thinner, so you wouldn't think that, but they actually are. And as you can see, they terminate in a point here and here. So that makes them ideal for thick liquids and very precise placement of product. So if you need to tap exactly where you want to put the product, like you want to have a lot of control on where the product goes, these would be really good for that. I mean, look how stiff they are. They're just really wonderful. Both of them, once again, are excellent brushes, well put together. They do not shed, they do not flay, which happens sometimes with brushes made like this. No flyaway hair. Well, there's one right here, but that one's just one hair. Otherwise, they stick together very well. They don't fray on the tip. So very good brushes both. These are fluffier and thicker, as you can see. This one's slightly wider, but they're pretty much the same otherwise. And they're really good for blending concealing products. Moving them about the face, you know, because they're so much fluffier and softer. They're much more gentle and allow you a lot more freedom in, you know, getting bigger areas concealed. So, you know, for maybe like large areas of redness, for example, or a breakout, like a big breakout, while these are excellent for spot concealing. Now, these are fairly similar brushes, as you can see, in thickness and in you know, in how they're put together, in thickness, in length, in width. I think they differ in handles, obviously. So honestly, you do not need them both. I mean, actually, you really don't need them both. Either one will do. They're both very good. And I know I'm repeating this over again, but this is a really quality set of brushes. Their concealer brushes are almost universally great. So either one is very good. Now, I find that the Luna series applies powder concealer slightly better. It just, I don't know, you have, I'm not really, just a little bit. I mean, what we're talking about here is an excellent brush and a slightly more excellent brush. So if you own this one already, you do not need this one in addition. However, between the two of them, I give this one a slight edge because of the, it does handle like powder concealers a little better. Now, these two are also quite similar. As you can see, the width, the bristle length, the thickness, you just don't need them both. But which one of the two? Well, before I bought any crown brushes, I read some reviews that warned me off the Basic Series. And to tell the truth, I just don't know why. I own 2 Basic Series brushes, and I absolutely love them both. So unless you have some sort of an aversion to the handle, because it's thinner and longer, much longer, and I know some people don't like that, I think this is a much better value for the money. As far as just the 4 of these, which ones you own or which ones you buy, or if any at all, is up to you. I heartily recommend all 4. I think all 4 are quality brushes, very nice to use them. I'm very happy with them. And I'm also quite happy with them for another reason. After I switched over to Ben Nye, I stopped using brushes for concealer at all. I just use my finger now. I think that's, you know, just better. So are these a waste? Well, no, not at all. small. I use these for shadow application, and I actually love them more for shadow application than I did for concealer. These are excellent shader brushes in the vein of the MAC 239, 242, and 252. Now, this is the MAC 242, so you can see they are quite a bit bigger than the brush. I think these are about the size of 252 maybe. They are fairly similar in function. They all four of them do great. These in particular are excellent for applying loose stuff, loose powder like dazzle dust, barium dazzle dust, or pigments, basically anything that causes a lot of fallout and you use the tap, tap, tap technique on the eye to apply. These, on the other hand, since they're fluffier, work better on pressed powders and anytime you want thinner application anywhere. These will blend these will blend better, especially if you want to go above the crease with a brush. These will do a better job. Now, honestly, they're all doing an excellent job. So if you choose to your taste, that's all I'm saying. On the other hand, this one from the Italian Badger series is a bit of a dud. As you can see, it is slightly wider than the other ones and quite a bit thinner. However, it is still a pretty stiff brush, so its thinness shouldn't be a problem, and yet it is. It can't even handle the thinnest liquid concealer that I own. I mean, the product just kind of goes right through it and it's hard to blend it. It splits for some reason when I try to apply it. I couldn't really make it work with liquid, so I thought, well, I'll try it with powder, see how that works there. And while it would pick up the product on the brush, it would not transfer it onto the skin. I've never seen anything like it, honestly. I have no idea why. There's nothing about the brush that says that indicates that it will act like it is, like that, but it was just the most puzzling thing. It's literally like there would be tons of product on the brush, but not on the face. I don't understand it, but understand or not, I still can't really use it. So while this is really well made, as unsurprising Italian Badger series usually are, this is, I think, another case of a brush that's good quality, but questionable in use. So I would not recommend this one. Oh, I forgot to do the coin comparison for these. So as you can see, they're pretty small. This is how they look against a quarter. In thickness. And this is what they look like against the pound. They're both, as I said, they're concealer brushes. They're not going to be that big. And just for comparison, here I'll grab the medium size, and you'll see how they look compared to those. So now you get, now you understand the relative size of this group of brushes. Well, that's it for this set of brushes. I hope the video was helpful to you. As usual, please leave a comment below if you have any questions, suggestions, or requests. Thank you for slogging through this monster video with me, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!